Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be playing some more Battletech, and I'm playing the Battletech Extended Commander's Edition mod. As ever, still enjoying that. I was just chuckling away to myself because I just put my camera on and then realised there's something just slightly in the shot. Let me bring it more into shot. See if you can guess what it is. Did anyone guess what this is yet? Anyone? Anyone guess what this is? oh, the blue screen is revealed. It's a high chair. I usually remember to remove it before I go live on a Saturday, because sometimes have William sitting next to me in that, and yeah, I forgot. So let's just deal with that now. It's gone. It looked like an Herbie, did it? Hey Joe, how you doing? Good to see you. And yeah, I was just busy wishing all the Americans in chat happy Traitor Day. Congratulations on your independence and all of that. Hope you're having fun. And as I said already, I am accepting reparations in tea if you want back in on the Empire. I know some of you might be regretting your ancestors' decision by now. Offers are open. Just send us some tea, and I'll have a word with the Queen. I'm sure she'll be all right with it all. Right. So where are we and what are we doing? We're about to do this 3-skull polar battle that I was saving last time, and it's the first outing for our brand new Trebuchet, the 5N. Built as a brawler, 4 medium lasers, 2 SRM4s. Might not do so well, we'll see. It's only a Trebuchet, not as good as a Hunchback or a Centurion or an Enforcer, but yeah, it's the heaviest thing we've got so far, 50 tons. Still using the Phoenix Hawk, the Firestarter, and just taking out one of the Panthers. I'm going to take the Snipey Panther for this, so it can sit out of the way and still be poking in. And we're taking the old boys squad out. So we've got Garrison, Ryland, Black Cat and Sarge. I'm going to hit deploy. We're getting warned that things are going to be tough. And yeah, as ever, we might have to run screaming from this mission. It's got fairly high payout, so I am expecting it to be pretty tough. But we'll see what we can manage. It'd be nice if we could walk away with some heavy parts, or you know, maybe some parts of a decent medium. Azaki says, traitors, says the country that left the EU. I'll have you know, I voted Remain. I like my European friends. Also, yeah, I'm eligible for a Belgian passport. I already have Irish citizenship. I'm pretty European. I've still got at least, let's say, 1 foot in the EU, if not for the fact that I live in a country that's left it. What's Atomic Crusher saying here? He says, I have a new favourite YouTube comment. I once managed... Oh, I'm doing so well already today. If anyone's wondering or cares, I've not been getting much sleep. Right, let's try reading that again. I once managed to fit a heavy Gauss rifle into an Herbie, because what's funnier than coring an assault mech with a trash can? Having that trash can fall over and hurt itself immediately afterwards. That's fair. There's got to be a fair amount of recoil on that, hasn't it? Have I seen that new Battletech revised mod? I've heard about it. I've heard plenty about it. It's not something I'm going to be trying myself, though. I have heard there's a few bugs and issues with it, and it's not that stable. I've been spoiled by the stability of this mod, so it's not really for me, I don't think. But you know, if it floats your boat, give it a try and let us know. We fight more than the same 10 mechs over and over, Infernal. That's a massive exaggeration, and you know it. It depends where you go, because I don't know if you're aware, Infernal, but there was a fairly recent change in this mod with the planetary government forces, in that previously they were selected from a very restrictive set of options, but now that's more open and influenced by where you are in the galaxy. So, for example, if you're in Steiner territory, the planetary governments there will have access to more Steiner-based mechs, as well as the regular pool of things as well, and so on. So you can kind of change things up for yourself a bit more if you just kind of hop around different territories in the galaxy. And for those that don't know, the rarity and availability of mechs is done as per law, basically. So there are going to be things that are very rare that you're not going to see much of, and there are going to be things that are very common. But my opinion is there's still plenty of variety encountered. I don't feel like I'm always playing with the same things. Speaking of which, look what we got here. Look what we've got here. Here's two mechs you don't see too often. So we've got a Flashman as an ally, the FLS 7K. I want to see what he's armed with. There we go. Two large, is that 5 medium lasers and a flamer. Obviously, those that know the Flashman know it's very much focused on energy weaponry. And yeah, it's got a new model since the last time. It used to be represented by using a slightly adjusted Orion, but now it's got the old kind of very 80s BattleTech look about it now, like this whole thing here, and then the cockpit eyes, or whatever you want to view that little nose there and a mouth. It looks so 80s. But that there is a Flashman. And also we've got a Merlin here. Some of you may recognise which model is representing the Merlin. Did I hear that there's an actual proper Merlin model being worked on or something? I might be wrong, but yeah. We've not seen a Merlin in a while. They're also pretty rare. What's it got? A couple of medium lasers, machine gun, flamer, LOM5 and a PPC. Generally quite a lot of stuff there. Ossol, you see plenty of those. That's full laser boat there, 2 large, 4 mediums, and a potato. Right, now what have I actually got to do? Just destroy local government forces, and I've got some allies. Well, I was worried this was going to be a bit tricky, but you'd think that this is going to be a bit easier now, in light of the fact that, you know, 3 of these 4 mechs are heavies. At least the Ossol and the Flashman should do some good work for us. Right, let's go scout things out. And Black Hat Firestarter up. Where do I want to end up? I think over here.
On it.
Joe says, I was hoping you'd jump on that grenade and try it for me. I'm having too much fun with the Commanders Edition mod. I'm sure there'll be... I think Bunnyman actually gave it a try. If you perhaps look for some of his mods. I think he had a crack at it. Might still be playing it? I'm not sure. So, yeah, that's HBFT _gaming. I believe his channel is HBFT_gaming. Playing to us as the Bunny Man. Yeah, he's. I think he played it, so you can check out some of his stuff. But yeah, I mean, from comments I've seen on the internet about it, it seems like it's not ready. They've launched it, but it's not that reliable. It doesn't seem to have a huge number of downloads yet either. So the amount of kind of reported issues with it is surprisingly high for the number of downloads. Not trying to disparage them or anything, just saying what I've seen and heard. You've got 7 Stalkers, Infernal.
Ready for orders.
Well, yeah, I mean, that can happen. I haven't seen that many Stalkers in a very long time. But, you know, back in the days before many of the extra mechs got put into the game, in the very early versions of this mod, Stalkers did used to come up a lot because they are very common. And they're still very common. That's just how the Battletech universe is. So, Vulcan 5T there. Again, another thing that's not that common, Infernal. Your theory is being immediately undermined by my first mission of the day. But I know what you mean, though. It can sometimes feel like you see a lot of the same stuff. But I think it's a perception thing. There's a good variety.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Hey Chico, how you doing? Good to see you. Joe says, I've got a Merlin and an Ossol in my current lance. So the Ossols are fairly common. I'm not surprised at that. But Merlins are not. So you've done pretty well. I think in all the playthroughs that I've done on this mod, and, well, those of you that know, that's many. I've pumped a lot of hours into this mod. I think I've only ever had one complete Merlin. I think that's only ever happened in one of my saves of this. So, yeah, you've done well to get hold of a Merlin. It's a fun little mech, to be honest. Not bad for 60 tons, is it? Jump jets. Pretty mobile. Infernal says, I can outfit a whole company of heavy LRM boats because that's what I found. Yeah, I haven't got a single LRM boat so far. I don't think they're that worthwhile until you get later on in the game, though. I never feel like it's a good use of medium mechs to make them LRM boats, personally. But yeah, heavies can work, and assaults certainly for the old LRMs. Right, what do I want to do here? Do I want to hide behind... Yeah, I do actually. I think I want to hide behind the lance that's accompanying me. The less damage I can receive to my mechs, the better, because it's not as if I have to pay for their repairs, is it? I just have to make sure one of these guys survives an evacs. So, you know, that means 3 of them are completely expendable. We'll just focus on killing stuff. Got there, just a Shadow Hawk. Okay. I'm going to keep ploughing damage into this Vulcan for now.
Here it comes.
Good shooting from Sarge there. Hey Syndrin, how you doing? Syndrin says, well, clans can make convincing medium LRM builds. Yes, totally agree. Yeah, if we're talking about clan stuff, they absolutely can. Do I want to start jumping around with the Phoenix Hawk now? Maybe. Maybe I do. No, actually not quite yet. I can't quite get in range with the machine guns yet, so I'll wait until I can, and we'll hop in and use everything. I'll just oh. I'm just going to say, I'll just fire my 3 medium lasers. Probably won't do much. Didn't even get that out of my mouth, did I? Just killed the Vulcan already. Good stuff. So, 1 down already. I assume they're going to have reinforcements. Because this is very unfair on them if they don't have reinforcements, considering this allied lance I have with me. Pretty badass. Hey Craig, good to see you. Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous.
Waiting on you, Commander.
I'm going to reserve. Let's see what happens.
I hear ya.
I'm going to reserve again.
Holding action, Commander.
Oh, hang on. The AI's moved everything already, hasn't it? I think that Stinger was the last thing for them. Yeah, so there's no point me reserving. Oh, hang on. Maybe. What's back there? It's got to be some kind of reinforcements, hasn't it? Maybe it is worth me reserving one more time. Flashman doing good work. Flashing that Stinger's right arm clean off.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, now where do I want to place this trebuchet? I think we'll go there.
Going turbo. Come on, mech warriors. It's go time.
So Infernal reckons there's a rifleman somewhere. I haven't paid enough attention to what I was being shot with, but I've definitely heard some ballistics while I was reading chat, so you could be right there. Okay, I'm going to send Black Cat and Firestarter after this Stinger. Oh wow, hit with both of those, nice. To protect flank and rear of our buddies. Garrison taking some hits from the Wolverine there.
Commander.
Alright, now then, Sarge. I think we're just going to dance around here. Ooh, okay. 70% on the Wolverine. I guess we'll be going for that then.
Locked on. All ready.
I see. Okay, so they've put in the ability for the AI to just rebuild mechs, have they? Interesting. Right, I think maybe now is the time for leaping into action with the Phoenix Hawk. Go here. Right, let's see what's in their reinforcements. Another Vulcan, different variant though. That's a 2T. The first one we saw was a 5. I can't see what else is behind yet. Okay, we'll just work on this Wolverine. Crack at removing that ballistic arm eventually.
I hear ya.
Can't get myself any evasion with the Trebuchet and still have good odds to hit, so I think I'm just gonna plant myself here. We'll just letter it with a full alpha. Nice. Yeah, that was worth it. Got rid of that AC5. A big chunk of his damage potential down the toilet. Here comes the Flash Man. Nice. Looking good. Right, that Wolverine's definitely not going to last too much longer. There he goes. Excellent. Oh, hang on a minute. Is that more reinforcements coming in? There's going to be yet another lance to fight. This is turning nasty. Okay, do I want to keep chasing down this stinger? Yeah, maybe I do.
Moving to position. Roger. Reporting. Critical hit. Good to go.
Okay. Guess we'll be focusing on the Shadowhawk next.
Let's move. I copy. Confirmed.
I need to move the Phoenix Hawk. You know what? I think. Seeing that guy. Yeah, I think I'm alright to bust on over here. I'll land in the water somewhere. Get a decent amount of evasion. I think 4's the most I'm getting. But I'm also going to get a whole bunch of cooling, and then I get to use the extra damage. Ah, there's that rifleman that was mentioned earlier. I think my evasion's enough. I mean, the damage dealt there was worthwhile. We've stripped half of the Shadowhawk away, but he's still got his AC5, I think. Is that a dervish up there? I think that's a dervish I see. Excellent. Right. How many? Oh, I'm sure I've got some pieces of a dervish. Just don't remember how many. And yeah, still got the AC5 and the AC2 on the Shadowhawk, but open CT now. What do you do? Do I just continue to stay planted? No, I can't get a good angle if I do that. Oh, let's risk it. Let's risk it. We're moving Garrison out. I'm going to use Vigilance, so he's got some protection, and we're going to blast away at the Shadowhawk. There we go, Shadowhawk down.
Gotcha.
So just one mech left in the initial lance now. Still got the reinforcement lance to kill, and then it looks like there's a third one being dropped off. That's the stinger down, so that's the entirety of the first lance removed. Rifleman's going to be a big threat. Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. He did miss a bunch, though. Unfortunately, the ballistics were the things that he managed to hit the target with, so we took a lot of damage from those on that Phoenix Hawk. Come on, Flashman. Do good things. No, that wasn't very good. That dervish had a lot of evasion. Kindred's saying risky, more like decisive. I'm going to stick with risky. Still risky. Our Phoenix Hawk is suffering. Here we go. Another lance. Oh god. I didn't really see what those silhouettes were. Right. Yeah. Rylan is in a bad way. Trebuchet's okay. Right, now that Stinger's finally dead, we don't need Black Cat all the way back here, do we? So, I do. Send him on a merry old sprint and try and come around and flank these guys. Okay. Still can't do anything about Rylan. Not his turn yet. Let's rush the Trebuchet up. Really want to deal with that rifleman quickly as possible, but be able to get there. Well, I mean, if I sprint, I can get around here, but obviously there'd be no shooting this round, and I've still got things to damage. So let's fire a volley at this Vulcan as we go by. Not that that has that much firepower, but getting another mech out of the way is certainly not a bad thing when you're outnumbered. Actually, I'm not actually outnumbered anymore, am I? It's an even playing field right now. It's 8v8. But two of my mechs are lights, so I am at least down on the tonnage stakes.
Target's taking a critical hit.
My Phoenix Hawk is pretty battered. No! The PPC missed the rifleman. Ah! Why couldn't it be the other way around? That sensor impairment would have come in handy, because I'm assuming the rifleman's going to shoot at my stuff. Right, the Vulcan's bugging out. He's had enough. Right, Rylan. Oh, what can I risk with Rylan? Go over here. Staying that right side towards the rifleman. And hope for the best.
Here we go.
The left side is where he's taken all the damage so far. Oh, we've opened him up already. That's not bad. I mean, we all know by now. Rifleman, got firepower for its tonnage. Not so much on the old armour, though. So it shouldn't take too much concentrated firepower to wreck him. Like I says, you're not outnumbered. You're just in a target-rich environment. That's right. I'm target-rich, but armour poor. Black Cat managed to evade most of that damage. What's the Assault going to do? Why is everybody trying to shoot that dervish with all the evasion and the cover? Why are you not shooting your large lasers at that rifleman that's out in the open? I have to be careful here because that reinforcement lance is right by. Okay, oh man, that hurt actually. I was going to say only one of the AC5s hit this time. Let's see what happens with the lasers, but a lot of them connected with my Trebuchet. Okay, now they're getting some damage done on the dervish. Now they've shot away all its evasion. Can I join the party? Whoops. Join the party with the fire starter. Oh, it looks like I should be allowed to use those machine guns, but not quite. Never mind. Where can I get to with a jump? Okay, yeah, that's better. We're going to jump. I'm going to use the machine guns that way. And just hope that the evasion is enough to keep him safe. There we go. Left arm gone from the dervish.
Yes, Commander.
Right, definitely want to keep putting damage into that rifleman while I can, so Sarge is going to go for that.
Time to unload.
Oh, is that Merlin ever going to hit with the PPC? Oh, ouch. No. My beautiful Trebuchet. Sindrin says, the advantage of being surrounded is that you don't have to worry in which direction to shoot. That is true. Wise words there. Oh man. I think I'm going to switch it up. We're going to pull back this direction with the Trebuchet. Again, we'll use some resolve to give him vigilance. He's quite exposed there. And we'll just plough damage into this dervish since it's fairly hurt. The reason I'm going for this is because if I can eliminate these mechs over here, it gives me a flank to fight from and cover to use, rather than charging out into the open to fight that rifleman and then getting hit by all of that reinforcement lance. Let's concentrate our efforts over here. Okay, Black Cat's evasion doing good work for him.
Orders.
Now then, I have left Rylan over here, so that's not going to continue. Let's see where I can get him to. You know what? I think I might just run away with Rylan. If I can get out of line of sight, that would be great.
I got you.
Hey, Squamatus, how you doing? Yeah, I do believe Harry linked me the images to the Thug model update when I spoke to him. Was it last week or something? That he mentioned that. So yeah, I assume he will do. He will get that fixed up at some point. Brave Sir Ryland, says Chico. Yeah. Alright, that rifleman's very low on armour now. Fortunately, my Trebuchet's getting that way as well.
Okay, that was bad.
Okay, that didn't seem like a lot of firepower. I think there's another Vulcan back there.
Let's get fired up. There's work to do.
Okay, let's get Garrison out of trouble because, yeah, he's only got one armor left on his right arm, and that's where a good portion of my firepower is. 3 medium lasers in that arm. If I remember rightly, we are pretty low on medium lasers just in general in my stores, so yeah, kind of want to keep those lasers if I can. Let's see, where should we go? Run away and have my back facing the enemy? Is that a good plan? How much armor have I got? Actually, back armor is not too shabby at the moment. Let's do that.
Moving fast.
Okay, Black Cat. Let's go cause some mayhem. That's the wrong side of a Griffin to be shooting off. Let's go for the rear arc instead then. That's just a Vulcan that's already lost some firepower over here, I think. Yeah. Down to an AC2 and a Flamer. It's almost gone. So, yeah, I think this is worthwhile. We'll just blast away into the back of the Griffin. LRM-10 destroyed.
Taking a critical hit.
Nice.
Got something you want done?
Alright, now, Sarge. Do really want Sarge to shoot that rifleman. Because I don't want to shoot the Griffin in the front. Unless he's already low armoured anywhere. No, he isn't. So we'll just deal with him through the back. Alright, in that case, let's risk Sarge a little. Hopefully he won't die to this. Do I want to use... Not 80% chance to hit there already. Yeah, let's drop below 50%. Use Vigilance, give Sarge a bit more protection. Still 80% chance to hit. Not lost anything at all there. Nice, got some solid hits in there. Joe says, hey Doy, when you're loaded up with assaults, you should try the raid flashpoint. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done that. I definitely should. I'm not 100% sure that that's correct, though, Infernal. I've got a feeling that you might have to change some things for it to work. Because, if I remember rightly, you need... I mean, it will add it to your files, but I'm not sure that it will be using the new model or not. Yeah. I have to stick a pin in that one, Infernal, because I'm not sure.
Engaging jump jet.
Continuing to bravely run away with Sir Rylan. Just taking far too much damage to be the tip of our spear for this stuff coming in from the left. Okay, what was shooting Black Cat there? That just the Vulcan, I think. I think it was just the Vulcan. Right, come on, Flashman. Do some damage. I have to keep an eye on, well, everybody's armour at this point except for Sarge's. I think he's doing alright. That PPC missed. Sarge is still doing alright for armour. Only in a Panther, though. Shooting like this, it's going to take all day to take that rifleman out. Although the pilot's panicking now, it would be great if he ejects. I can get some good salvage out of him. I'm really regretting just having 2 pieces of salvage to choose at this point. I nearly upped it to 3, and then I changed my mind. Right, Sarge. Let's go here.
Coordinates received.
We're going to shoot this rifleman. What's left of him? I mean, there's a chance we'll destroy some weaponry. Oh! Sarge with the headshot. Okay. That's perfect. Definitely some good salvage up for grabs there. Right. We're going to shoot this Griffin in the butt again. I think I'm going to precision strike this.
Confirmed. Scored a critical hit.
So he should have no weapons left. That's kind of worrying, actually, because that means he's probably going to try to punch my fire starter. Oh no. God, everybody's shooting fire starter. Leave him alone.
That shot just grazed me.
Hey Java Mountain, how you doing? Okay. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna end up taking a melee attack from this Griffin on my fire starter. I don't think I can stop that. And he could just punch, well, either the arm or the right torso clean off. Can't kill it outright with the CT, but if he hits the cockpit, that's a dead Black Cat. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Alright. Is it time to finally get Rylan back in on the action? My one hope is that I get lucky enough to blast this guy through the front, remove him before he gets a turn. Oh, or make him eject! Rylan saves the day. Good work. Oh, that was worth it. Okay, right, now. Still that Vulcan left of this lance, and then a whole fresh lance moving in.
Good to go.
But we are now winning the numbers game. So we only need one of our allies to survive here. They've got better armor condition than I have by this point, I think. Oops. Go on, Flashman. I'm expecting big things. That was not very flashy. I guess he's out of range for his medium lasers. Oh, an assassin. Oh no. We'll be okay there. The Ostsol's running out of armor fast though. Spoilers, Infernal. But yeah, that sounds horrendous. Right, what am I going to do here? I guess yeah, we'll keep the flank maneuver going with Black Cat. Just angling the right side away from the enemies now in case they turn around and decide they've had enough of him.
What's up, boss?
Okay, Sarge.
I copy.
What are we shooting? What are we shooting? Ah, man. It'd be nice if I had a good chance of hitting that Vulcan, but it's down at 35%. Titivolus, thank you very much for the resub. Thank you so much. 8 months. He says, happy 8 months. Warhammer 40k Mechanicus is on sale on Steam, and it's well worth a look. I'll take a look. Thank you very much, Titivolus. 8 months. Wow. I got a special emote as well. Thank you very much for that. Right. So I want to shoot this guy and just get him out of the way. But the odds are not good. Or we could shoot the Griffin. I suppose like his CT's fairly hurt. 65% on the Griffin. Yeah, we'll go for the Griffin then.
Roger that.
Titivolus says, now kick Garrison out there and put me in. Is Titivolus arranging for some kind of accident to occur on the ship? Azakis, thank you very much to you too for the resub. You're on 7 months. Wow. Yeah, that's right, Titivolus. Accident. You never know, it could happen. Right, I really don't want to lose my weapon arm. But to get in range, I've got to go out of the safety of my cover. Angle the right side away, because that's where the lasers are. And, yeah, alright, we'll go with those terrible, terrible odds. Not much was achieved. Ah, there we go. Friendly Griffin finally did something useful. Finished off that Vulcan for us. Right, so there was an assassin, there's a Griffin, there's another Vulcan. What's their last mech at the back? Has anyone been paying enough attention to know? I certainly haven't. Right, let's go for a mighty leap with Rylan. And hold on a minute, I'm doing this all wrong. Yeah, it's the left side I want to hide.
Affirming. Affirming.
You know that moment after you've clicked fire and then you realise that that pilot has sensor lock and you'd have done much more for your team by using it? Yeah, that just happened. No, my mech shield's running away as well. Come back, mech shield. You were supposed to protect Ryland. Oh god, there's another rifleman. That I did not expect. Go, Flashman, go. Oh, nice. That was some good damage there. I mean, my money's on this Flashman clearing everything up for us anyhow at this point.
Confirmed.
Yeah!
Garrison, how you doing? Thanks very much, mate. What? Oh, I see. I just got a message in chat that was being held. I'm like, why? What's been said that's so bad that I have to approve it? I approved it. Sorry, YouTube. I can't tell you what the word was. Right. We're gonna shoot. Rifleman, I think.
Firing a full salvo.
Play safe. Yeah, I think that's right, Chico. Yeah, Garrison's bot is pretty zealous. Yeah, assassin and cockpit. I'm pretty sure we know why those were getting blocked. Civilist says, so I started a new campaign, 2 assassins to start on a desert planet. First mission, we ran into 2 fire starters. With the bad life support quirk, both pilots got cooked. I knew where that was going, yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, that's unlucky.
Copy that.
I wasn't too upset about starting a new campaign after that. Assassins are awful. Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if I end up with an assassin, I just use it as a punch bot and nothing else really. Just can't get enough firepower on them, can you? They're all right for punching lights,
Waiting
but
for orders.
that's about it really.
Coordinates received. Firing everything I've got.
Nice. Garrison's wrecked the rifleman.
That's a kill.
So, should be fairly plain sailing from here on in. Like I said, that flashman should be able to wreck everything for us. Yeah, they're pretty rare to Civilus. Infernal was moaning about seeing the same mechs all the time in this mod, and this is my first mission of the day, and we've actually seen a bunch of not often seen mechs. But yeah, there's the model for the Flashman. Last time I encountered one of these, there wasn't an actual proper model for it. It was being represented by a slightly fatter Orion model. But now it's got a very, 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 very cheesy 80s proper Flashman look to it. So that's for those that weren't here earlier, that have never seen this thing before. It's ugly. It's certainly not winning any beauty contests, but it's got a lot of energy firepower though. 2 large lasers, 5 mediums, and a flamer, assuming I've counted correctly. Not too shabby at all. 75-ton mech as well. To me, it's very similar to a Black Knight 75-ton energy platform, basically. But given the choice based on looks between this and a Black Knight, I would obviously choose the Black Knight every time. But you know, this is rare and different. You don't see these mechs every day. The other one was a Merlin. Where's the Merlin gone? Don't see these too often either. Here we go, Merlin hiding in the trees. And as I said earlier, that one is being represented by something else. No prizes for guessing what though. Right. Where are we? We've got an assassin, a Vulcan 2T, and a Griffin left. Assassin's fresh, but not too scared of that.
I'm here.
Not much firepower on that thing. Okay, we'll go for a leap.
Jumping.
Gets me down here quicker. We'll brace, lose some heat, and maybe in the next couple of turns I might be able to catch up and start shooting stuff with the fire starter. So I should be able to do some damage right now. Oh, I just still got plenty of armor, so we'll march them up to the front line a little bit. I think I'm going to shoot the Vulcan just because it's my best chance to hit, and stray shots might hit the Griffin behind if I miss with anything. Didn't know they both hit the Vulcan, and we've knocked out that right torso, which is good. Hopefully all of his AC2 ammo went with that as well. Yeah, Garrison, if you're able to, I never did. I managed to find like silhouette outlines of those miniatures you were talking about. I never actually did find the proper pictures. So if you do have any, feel free to link in chat, because I'm sure people will be interested to see those. Do you know what? We'll just brace. Let's lose some heat this time. Surf Colds was saying the Flashman is the Irby's big ugly brother. Yeah, definitely see what you mean there. Okay, Vulcan. How do we want to do this? Oh, I want to shoot him from the front arc, to be honest. All right. Flank Garrison right out in front of everything. Being a brave boy.
All weapons are go. Critical hit, Commander.
Craig says, Doyle, I mentioned to Chronic that Mini Toast and Mini Doyle will be playing co-op Mech Warrior 12 in a couple of years. Yeah, could happen. Definitely. The next generation of Mech Warriors. Okay. Whew. I was just reading chat and I heard something exploding and dying. I just had a horrible moment where I thought it might have been one of my mechs. Because we have just parked Garrison out in front of everything. I got a little bit worried. But he's just fine. Right, let's wreck the potato.
Commencing alpha stress.
There we go, right torso gone. Now you got no
Critical
guns,
hit,
Griffin.
Commander. Standing by.
That's exactly why Garrison hates those things. Right, yeah.
Gotcha.
Pew pew with our two medium lasers. Left torso gone as well now. Kind of want to kill him outright. Oh, he's gone. I was going to say, because I don't really want him running up and punching my Trebuchet. But he's gone now. So now we're just down to the assassin with its mighty firepower.
Move order received.
And yeah, we've got all 8 mechs still standing. So pretty sure we've got this in the bag. Got to hit the damn thing though. He's got so much evasion at the moment.
Negative damage.
Yeah, the reserve thing, Joe. Yeah, the AI. It's most of the time, if you reserve, they seem to reserve as well. Although there have been times on stream where I've, said, "Oh, I'm reserving. Here we go. The AI is going to reserve." There have been some times where it hasn't, and that surprised me. But that's certainly the exception to the rule, isn't it? Most of the time, they do just simply reserve. Okay, now we're going to sensor lock this guy.
I've got a sensor lock.
But yeah, I mean, I would say I can't really think of any game I've played where I haven't thought it wouldn't benefit from better AI, though. We're just not quite there yet, are we, really? Feel like we're on the cusp of it, but yeah. AI in computer games still needs work. Why are cicadas that? What's this conspiracy all about? Ah, mission complete. There we go. Yeah, well, that wasn't too bad in the end at all. Really, not for a 3 skull. I didn't know we were going to have an ally lance though. That's pretty nice. I mean, surely you guys know NGNG Phil, or his gamer name was Sean Lang. You must know Phil. If the cicada is being named after anyone, it's being named after Phil. He loved using that in MechWarrior Online. Nice, got a good chunk of pilot XP there as well. Okay, right. Tough choices here. Tough choices, because we could complete a Wolverine 6R, which might be useful, by taking 2 parts. We could complete a Shadowhawk 2H by taking 1 part. Also might be useful. What's the quirk? Improved life support. Okay, that's handy. We've got a lot of rifleman parts up for grabs, so we could take 2 parts of a rifleman and then just pray that RNGesus gives us 2 more out of the remaining 3. We could take a single dervish part and then we only need 1 more to get one of my favourite medium mechs in the game. Or we could take 2 griffin parts and make Garrison cry. Place your votes now. I'm really not sure what I want to do here. Oh man, I'm torn between completing the Shadowhawk, because that's a medium mech right now that we can make use of and replace a light, and just rolling the dice and taking 2 rifleman parts and seeing what we get. Because if I just, if I got lucky and we just have a whole rifleman all of a sudden, that's a damn sight more useful than a Shadowhawk. Hey, Mr. Moon, how you doing? He says, Wolverine, RNG is a fickle mistress. You're not wrong there. Yeah, we could just complete that Wolverine. Do I want a Wolverine more than a Shadowhawk, though? You see, it's... Yeah, Wolverine has improved communications and command battle mech. Both of those are useful. But cramped cockpit means I'm not getting quite as much resolve. It really is quite a tough choice, actually. I'm very torn on this one. Hey Tug, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh man, I don't know. Well, Joe's saying, look at the slots. Which can you mod to your liking? If I remember rightly, the Wolverine 6R and the Shadowhawk 2H have got basically the same weapon hardpoints, bar like 1 ballistic. I think the Shadowhawk has 1 more ballistic slot. The Wolverine 2 ballistic, 1 energy, 3 missile, 1 support. Shadowhawk, 3 ballistic, 1 energy, 3 missile, 1 support. Yeah, so I was correct. It's just a matter of 1 extra ballistic hardpoint on the Shadowhawk. Jump jets are a difference as well, though. I think the Wolverine can have more. You know, the Wolverine's allowed 3 jump jets. Shadowhawks, Shadowhawks allowed 3. The Wolverine's allowed 5. Is what I was trying to say. I don't know. If it comes down to looks, I prefer the Shadowhawk because there's not much else in it. But then, I mean, I'm not really considering the mech quirks here, am I? Because when the weaponry is pretty much the same, the Shadowhawk's better at punching in melee, and your pilot's going to be slightly more survivable. But we don't have too much trouble with that anyway. But the +1 initiative for the whole Lance command battle mech quirk is actually pretty good from the Wolverine. And I don't think I currently have something that can see through ECM effects. I don't think I do, so I mean that might be handy. But to get that Wolverine, I've got to take 2 parts, which means I don't get to take any parts of a Rifleman. And like the gambler in me is just saying, take 2 pieces of Rifleman, roll the dice, and just see what happens. How many weapons are there? Let's have a look what the other salvage is. Oh, there's quite a lot of other salvage. Oh, there's an AMS there as well. AMS is really useful, particularly when you start fighting the clans. But right now, at this point in the game, mechs are of more use to me. Oh no, I just can't make my mind up. Azakis says AMS and Shadowhawk piece done. I mean that seems like the best advice I've seen so far come out of chat. Greg says Wolverines are common now. They are. Garrison says Liz says never deal to an inside straight. That sounds like professional gambling talk that I don't understand. Give it me an idiot talk, Garrison. Does that mean I shouldn't go for the Rifleman? Well, the command mech thing, Infernal's criticising the balance of command mechs there. Look, it only lasts up until when something gets shot, and then that +1 initiative is removed once your mechs are hit. So it doesn't, it doesn't give you an advantage for too long in each mission. Garrison's put it in dumb language for me. He says, "Don't take the Rifleman." Oh, but I really like Rifleman. It's so good for a 60-tonner. So many guns. Okay, I've yeeted the Rifleman. Let's go with complete the Shadowhawk. I've got a cunning plan here, because there are 3 pieces of this Wolverine. So we complete the Shadowhawk, and then we take 1 piece of Wolverine, and then we sacrifice Garrison to RNGesus, and then magically we'll roll the remaining Wolverine piece that I require. I think that's a plan. Strap him down, boys. Let's go. No! No! Oh well. At least we get to walk away with a complete Shadowhawk. A couple of medium lasers. I do need medium lasers. And we got a couple of AC5s. Not so bad. Oh, I mean, look at the amount of mech parts there are. Look at all of these mech parts. Look at all of those. And the only mech parts I get are the 2 that I selected. RNGesus, you're a mean. You're a meanie. I don't like you. Yeah, now I didn't roll that extra Wolverine part. I'm regretting not taking the AMS, because that is handy. It's a good bit of kit. You forgot to sacrifice a goat. Garrison was meant to be our goat.
That mech you wanted is back online.
Marta says that AC5 will go great on your half a rifleman. My half a rifleman that I don't have. Boo. Right, so the Jenner's going into storage. We have a Shadowhawk. Let's forget about what we missed out on and just celebrate what we have. I've got another medium, so let's try and think positively. I really wanted that Wolverine as well, like that would have sorted me right out. Okay, let's do the important bit first and pick a colour scheme. None of these are really grabbing me as looking particularly great at the moment in these colours. Maybe we'll go for the Umbra variant if they look a bit better that way. Yeah, I mean that's. Oh, and we've got a nice Rasselhagi mercenary badge on the side. Yeah, we'll go with that. That looks all right. Okay, let's do a quick repair on the Phoenix Hawk. Eight days away from having Mech Bay 2 unlocked. That's good. We've got a Shadowhawk to build. Let's see. I think I'm going to travel after doing that mission. So fingers crossed, I might be able to use this mech by the time I arrive at my new destination. Okay. What am I going to do with this? Some kind of missiles, I reckon. We've been quite jump jetty this campaign, haven't we? Because you guys know me well enough by now. I'm not a massive leaner on jump jets. They are good. They are effective. It is a very good way of playing this game. But I like to do things differently to keep myself entertained sometimes. But because it's been so long since I've done a campaign where I actually made heavy use of jump jets, I kind of feel like I'm allowed now. It's been a good while, so we're going to slap 3 jump jets into this Shadowhawk along with those SRM launchers. Sadly, I can't fit a third SRM6 in it because that head slot is just too small. What else am I going to put in it? Because that doesn't leave me enough tonnage to get any kind of ballistic in there. That's just not happening. Lightest one we've got is the AC2 at 6 tons. That isn't going to work, obviously. So I think. Oh, hang on. I mean, I could put a tag laser in it actually. I don't have any ballistics in my other mechs, but it would help out the energy stuff. Yeah, that's not worth it. Yeah, actually, I'm going to keep that until I hit heavy mechs. So we'll chuck a medium laser in. We're going to need some heat sinks, and before you know it, that tonnage is gone. Do I want to free up half a ton? Yeah, let's take a bit off this arm. The efficiency looks reasonable enough to me. I mean, it does worry me that so much of the firepower is in one side. This is a little bit Griffin-y right now. We'd still have that SRM launcher in the head if the right side gets blown off. But I do have jump jets. I do have reasonable heat sinking ability. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Right.
So that's only going to take 8 days to build, or 9 days if you add the extra day for the Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, I think we're going to travel. Right. So what was that? Was that a 2 skull location we were just at? Because I've been, yeah. So that's 2 skull. We're at Kobe. I've been upping the difficulty with each travel. So let's filter for 2.5 and see where's nearby. I do want to try to stay roughly in Rasselharg territory, there or thereabouts, and we're gradually making our way towards the clan invasion. So what's this here? What have we got here? Battlefield, mega city, large population, mining. It does say poor and primitive civilization at the same time, though. But also research. Okay, I'm going to take a punt on this place then. There might be something cool in the shop. 28 days to travel there. Doing okay for money at the moment. And by the time we arrive, everything will be built. Everyone will be recovered and we'll be good to go. Okay, what's this? OnStar News Bureau. I'm going to read this out because I've not seen it before. There's a major reduction in pirate attacks from the Corwood periphery. Has the Free Rasselharg Republic breathing a little easier as the residents of those worlds get a break from the almost clockwork pirate raids. Most recently, the Kellhounds Mercenary Unit has been hired by the Free Rasselharg Republic to hunt down pirates carrying out these raids. When asked for comment, Hauptmann General Frederick Anderson responded, "Damn straight it's quiet out there. Those pirates know damn well not to mess with us anymore." Okay, alright. Some military analysts point out that none of the Innisphere powers in that region have allocated sufficient force to subdue the level of pirate activity previously displayed, but the overall consensus is that the FRR's efforts in that area have driven the pirates underground. Tensions across the Innisphere remain moderate to high as the major powers continue to upgrade their forces with recovered Helm Core tech and build up along each other's borders. That's a nice little news break there, just giving us some lore fluff, some background information. I think that's pretty cool. Helps bring the universe to life a little more, I think. Right, we finished that upgrade. Let's have a look at what we can do. What's cheap? How much does that cost? That's pretty cheap, actually. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Then again, still not done the power system to level 2 yet, have we? And there's always the structure. Nah, I'm going to get this done. Faster repairs and all of that. Definitely handy.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Okay, right. All of the work orders are done. I'm just going to have a quick look in case there is anything I wanted to jig about while we're travelling. Anything I wanted to change my mind on in terms of loadouts. No, I'm actually, I'm just fine with all of this. Unless I've got enough large lasers to switch that other Panther. I haven't. I've still only got one large laser. Okay, no, I'm happy with how things are. Let's continue travelling. Joe says, doesn't this mod have half-ton ammo? It has half-ton for machine guns. It doesn't have it for anything aside from machine guns, though.
That work order is complete, boss. Top-notch work, if I may say so.
Joe Public says, God, I love this BLR 1GB. 2 Starleague Defence Force PPCs and a Starleague Defence Force large pulse. That's a lot of long-range firepower there. I don't recall ever getting hold of a GB. See you later, Tug. Right, what's going on? We just finished the next ship upgrade. We have. That's super cheap. I'm going to buy that.
All right, I'll get the team on it right away.
It's so cheap. I feel like I can afford it, even though there's
Financial report for you, Commander.
this financial about to hit. Here we go. Right, so we dipped just under 1 mil now, but assuming there are missions to do in this location that we can actually do, we should be able to stay solvent. Am I in 3049? Garrison's asking. Honestly, can't remember what year it is. Oh, I'm in 3050. There we go. 3050, March the 2nd. Ah, the triple F burger thing. Sell them on the market. We don't want food poisoning. Okay, we've almost arrived.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Artemis LRM5. Don't really need that, but interesting that it's there. Narc Beacon. Oh man, it's expensive, but it's kind of tempting to pick that up. I haven't got the money yet. Let's see what money we're on before start spending it. Let's do some missions first. Hit defense gyro. I mean, useful. I don't have one yet. Yeah, okay. Let's check the hiring hall, see if there are any cool pilots. No, no special people. Okay. Yeah, I guess just do a quick check in the barracks, see if anyone level up. Now we've some travel time. Right, so Black Cat. What am I doing with Black Cat? He's going for breaching shot, isn't he? So yeah, we'll spend that.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Standing by.
Aye, aye. I hear ya.
Garrison. Need to keep saving. Get the next point in gunnery.
Standing by. Skipper.
Rylan. What do I want to do? I'm not in a massive rush to get to Master Tactician. So I think we'll spend a point in gunnery. Get that up a bit.
Training complete.
And then Sarge, definitely gunnery.
Mech
There we go.
warrior training
Okay.
complete.
See what contracts we've got here. Please have some good contracts. Quite a spread. Quite a spread here. This looks good. This looks good. So this one is obviously going to be very easy. Just a battle. 1.5 skull. Yeah, let's get this out of the way first. Against local pirates. Up the salvage? Nah, because it's going to be just light mechs, isn't it? Yeah, let's do this. We want the cash. Right, I'm going to switch for the other lance now, though. This nice easy mission is a good time to get these guys creeping up a little bit more experience. Although, worth noting, I think they've all reached a point where I'm getting just the tiniest amount of experience for that level of mission difficulty at the moment. So the pilots aren't going to go up by much. However, the money is still good and the salvage is still good, so there is still reason to do those missions if you're in need of cash. Right, let's see. I'm gonna keep the Panther in. Just use my light mech as a sniper for this this run. We'll have Toast in the Phoenix Hawk because he's got the sensor lock, so that makes sense. The Phoenix Hawk does get quite hot. I want Gecko on the front line. Have Atomic Crusher and Gecko in the Shadowhawk and the Trebuchet. That puts Chico in the safety of the back line. Panther sniping in. We've got to keep that pretty face pretty, haven't we? Right. Let's go. Oh, why do I never get those salvage disputes? Mine are always really bad. It's like, oh, we'll take the exact mech pieces you've just fought hard to get, and you can have some machine guns in return. Joe's saying, I just had a salvage dispute in which the employer offered to replace some Stinger and Wasp pieces with AC-20s. Yeah, I mean, obviously you went for the AC-20s, right? Yeah. Yeah, with the whole pilot fatigue system, I like having a good sized pilot roster as long as I can afford it. You know, I mean, immediately you can afford like enough for 2 Lancers as soon as you start the game, pretty much, and then you just need to get to like medium/heavy stage, then you can afford a hell of a lot more pilots. I like having the fatigue thing. I like the encouragement it gives you to rotate different Lancers, because it gives me an excuse to equip Lancers differently and have some variety in the playstyle. I mean, you guys, most of you will have seen enough that my regular is I have 1 Lance set up with multi-target breaching shot, then I'll have another Lance set up with coolant vent for the hotter environments, which is what I'm working towards still with these guys. But then beyond that, there are other things you can do as well. There are other play styles, such as don't go for bulwark at all and just go the pure evasion approach. There's other lances that you can set up in a way to suit a certain style of strategy, which I like. I like the variety, keeps it from getting too stale. Can't jump very far in a Shadowhawk, can we? Where I want to go. Could still be behind cover if I go here. Kind of want to set up an ambush that I can spring on them, really.
Got it.
We'll leave the Panther back here for now, I think.
Yes, Commander.
Gonna reserve Chico, I think. Okay.
Receiving you.
Yeah, we're definitely going to jump here because I get a little bit more evasion for jumping.
Boy, here we go.
Well, about setting up an ambush for the enemy. It looks like they've set one up for me, but again, this was just a 1.5 skull, so I'm not going to be facing anything much bigger than this commando right here, am I? So I think I can afford to be quite reckless with it.
Good to go. Copy that. Engaging target.
Yeah, no, you definitely the rep still works the same way, Chico, in this mod. Yeah, you still need higher rep to do higher missions.
Acknowledged. Here we go. Critical hit.
Yeah, that's right, Infernal. Yeah, if your rep gets to be particularly good with a faction, you are correct in saying they will dispute far less than when your rep's not very good.
Scored a critical.
Okay, that commando didn't last very long, did he? Who's next? I do like how that Umbra skin for the Shadowhawk makes it look like an absolute beefcake. But it looks more like a heavy mech than a medium. When you look at it next to other mediums, I think certainly looks bigger than 55 tons.
Standing by. Acknowledged.
Oh well, we'll remove some evasion. Oh wow, I actually hit with an 18%. Oh, that felt good. Wasn't expecting that. Phoenix Hawk. Go see what that is. Another Stinger, and then we're going to sensor lock this guy. And then he's going to move immediately, isn't he? No, no, he's not moved. Oh, at least get to make the most of one of my mechs firing at him with less evasion.
Target's taken a critical hit. Confirmed. Copy that, Commander.
Like we're getting lucky here. We get to fire again before he's moved. Still failed to take out the Stinger with 3 medium mechs all firing. Shadowhawk takes a stray shot there.
Reporting live.
Not to worry though, we've got plenty of armour. Now, as long as that's not an AC-10 armed derby that's about to start shooting through the rear armour of all my mechs, we're all good.
I'm receiving you.
Ah, no reserve.
Waiting for the right move.
Oh, hello.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Okay. I mean, that could have been an Irby. I don't know. It sounded fairly high caliber. Might not have been though. Yeah, tell me, Garrison. Oh, Chronic Toast getting shot in the butt there.
Minimal. They're getting the angle on me.
Okay. Is that another Commando? Yeah, Commando 2D over here. Commandos are kind of scary
Yes, boss.
in terms of the firepower they have. Right, I'm going to punch this Stinger with Gecko, so that makes it a pimp slap. 83% chance on that, and we get to lose some heat. Well worthwhile. Oh, right side just gone.
Scored a critical hit. Ready for orders.
Yeah, let's go for a melee attack here as
I
well.
got you.
The hot environment,
Good morning.
good opportunity to lose this heat. Terrible miss there, though.
No love on that strike.
Atomic Crusher is definitely sleepy. Phoenix Hawk, what are we going to do with you? We need to get your back safety, don't we? So we'll go down here, I think. Shoot this guy in the butt.
Solid connection on that one.
I assume you're typing it out, Garrison.
Commander?
But in case you missed it, yes, I do.
Roger.
Right, shoot the Stinger or shoot the other Stinger. This one's got no guns, but we can just shoot it in the rear and get it finished off. Well, that one's only got a medium laser. It's not like there's much in it.
Copy that, Commander.
Pretty sure a melee attack from a Stinger is worth 20 damage, 25 damage anyway, so whatever. She made onion that have been hollowed out, stuffed with meat, wrapped in bacon, slathered in barbecue sauce, topped with a jalapeno slice and cheese. Oh, that sounds good, Garrison. Just a moment of silence while we think about that yumminess. Slow cooked over 2 hours. Oh. Joe's saying, does anyone know if ERSL are in this mod? What's ERSL stand for? Law nerds, help me out. What's ERSL?
Orders.
Oh, ER small laser. There we go. Yes, ER small lasers are in it, and there's clan ones. Yeah, clan ones and Innosphere ones, I think.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
Oh yes, send pictures, Garrison. Yeah, sorry, Joe. I should have known ER small laser. For some reason, my brain decided not to be my friend. Like when I'm reading it, I'm thinking he's talking about a faction and not an actual weapon system. Brain fail. Zach has said I'd swap onion with eggplant in this dish. I'm sure there's got to be a joke somewhere about stuffing your eggplant with meat and wrapping it in bacon, but I'm probably not allowed to make it here or on YouTube. Right, where were we? Let's punch the stinger. Punch the stinger. Punch the stinger. Yeah, let's punch the stinger. Oh, not a miss again! What's going on with Atomic Crusher? He's not crushing anything today. Right then. Chronic Toast. Yeah, let's see if he can punch. We've got those machine guns as well. There we go, that's more like it. A brownie trifle. I've never heard of a brownie trifle, Garrison, but it sounds amazing. Oh, I mean, it's two good things into one good thing. Brownie's good, trifle good. Combine the two, definitely got to be good. Why do we not have brownie trifles over here? Garrison, I demand that you send me the recipe on WhatsApp. It's not a polite request, it's a demand. I need to know. I need to try this. He says I'll send pictures as well. Thank you very much, mate. What am I doing here? This is going to be bad, isn't it? Nothing's going to hit. Not very much did. See you later, Azakis. Have fun, mate. Good to see you again.
Standing by. Aye. Failed to connect.
We're not doing very good at hitting things in this mission, are we? I mean, I haven't been concentrating that much because I'm like, easy mission. This will be a walk in the park. We'll breeze through this. Barely need to concentrate. It's now come to the point where I'm thinking, you know what, I might need to concentrate a little bit. I can see Chronic's running out of armor. It depends on what this other lance is, but I've seen a reasonable amount of LRM firepower coming at me, so there might be a medium back there.
I took a hit in the meat. all you got? Waiting for orders.
I need to get rid of this commando, actually, don't I? Stop messing about. That commando's actually able to do me quite a lot of damage.
Order acknowledged. Good to go. Waiting for orders.
Yeah, chronic toast butt is bad, and both arms are in a bad way as well. Let's rely on evasion, and we'll get a rear shot into that commando. Of course, we get the bonus damage as well for the vectored thrusters work that it has. And then I'll finish him off like this,
Ordnance received.
leaving myself a little bit exposed in the direction of these guys. Oh my god, there's a Wolverine with an AC-5. I thought that was worth the risk, but no. Oh, no, 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 no. Gecko's in trouble. We could get shot. We could get shot in the butt, and it could be very bad. Right. Precision strike this. Let's just try to make sure this guy goes down. Okay, he's definitely gone.
Hostile eliminated.
Commander?
Okay, Chico, what are we going to do with you? We'll move you up a bit. Let me clear a line of sight from this position. Shoot the Wolverine.
Target locked.
Don't look at the back of the Shadowhawk. Look over this way, Wolverine. Oh man, if he shoots out the Shadowhawk, I'm gonna be so upset. Okay, yeah. I asked for that.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Here comes the Wolverine. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, he's not dead. Yet. The Stinger's not done with him. No, stop.
My
Okay,
internals are taking
okay. Are they done? Are they done? I think they're done. Ooh, okay. 31 internals left on that left rear torso. Luckily, the left side is completely empty in this build, so we actually got off incredibly lightly there. That was not smart. Right. Now then, I suppose we need to try to keep that rear protected a little bit now. Keep working on the Wolverine.
Yep.
I'm going to put the Trebuchet slightly ahead of the Shadowhawk in the hope that
Locking off.
I'll go after that instead. Yeah, my Phoenix Hawk's butt is in bad shape too. Right. Get to with a jump. Good as it's getting, isn't it? I need to keep that out of trouble, really. Let's just go for a sprint over here. We'll not shoot with it this time. Because both of those arms are ready to fall off that Phoenix Hawk.
Everything you've got.
Need to be a bit more careful. Well, I've lined them up very nicely for stray shots. Bonanza. Got to take that Wolverine out. Right, what did I get? Yeah, I need one more piece of a Wolverine, don't I, to complete. If I remember rightly. So,
I'm taking heavy hits.
yeah, it doesn't matter how I dismantle this guy. Just need one part. I'll choose it in my salvage. Okay.
Oh,
You know you're in trouble where even the Stinger is worrying you. Those two machine guns. I've got open rear armor, two of my mechs, and the arms are really low here. The machine guns can threaten those even. It's all rather not good. Shall we punch the crap out of this Stinger? Is that the right thing to do? We are pretty hot. Definitely too hot on that Shadowhawk to do anything else. So yeah, we'll go for the melee attack with that.
Targeting for physical attack. Target's taken a critical hit.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'm fine with this. You can shoot him in the front. I was a little bit worried that Wolverine was going to jump into the rear arc of somebody, but he's chosen not to. So I kind of breathe a sigh of relief for now.
Orders.
Right, Trebuchet. Right, we've missed 2 melee attacks in a row. Surely we're going to hit with the third.
Move order received.
There we go. Right, Stinger's knocked down as well, thanks to that left leg being punched clean off.
Orders.
So, now, let's blast away with Phoenix Hawk. Don't get too much attention though. Go there.
Move order received. Fire all weapons.
Right, there's only one more mech aside from the Wolverine. I'm starting to wonder if it's a Dervish. No, it's a Trebuchet. Oh, I can't say because I've seen a lot of missiles coming from it. But a Trebuchet is a bit more common.
Damage minimal.
Just wishful thinking that it was a Dervish, really, because
Waiting for
I
orders.
really want one of those. Alright, what should we do here? Wolverine's got too much evasion for that to be worth my while, so we'll put a couple of laser blasts into this Trebuchet. Start softening him up. Well, there's one of those stray hot shots that I knew was coming. Surf Cold said, I thought it was 2 parts. Yeah, I had 2 parts, and then we took a piece of a Shadowhawk and a piece of a Wolverine from the previous mission, didn't we? So I should be on 3 now, so 1 more should do it, which is good. Makes me glad that I took this mission, even though it was low-level kind of potential cakewalk mission. We've ended up walking away with a new medium mech, potentially, assuming, you know, we actually get through this, which I'm pretty sure we will. Right, let's just continue stripping armor from this Trebuchet then.
Yep. I got you.
Alone 15 destroyed, nice.
Critical hit. Commander.
Please don't shoot my Phoenix Hawk. Alright, heat's low, so I guess we could go for something like this and
Jump chance.
pray that the evasion's enough. You know what? Let's give Toast vigilance as well. He's a new dad. We can't get him killed. He'd never be forgiven. Right. Hopefully he's safe, even though he's standing on a big rock in front of the 2 remaining bad guys.
I'm here.
Right. Okay. I can move him immediately right now. I think I'm going to do that.
Confirm.
In the rear arc. Again, I'm going to give him vigilance. I know that's dropped me below 50% resolve, but I'll live. Alright.
Target lock on enemy's rear.
And the aim here is that Chronic Toast will live as well.
I think I hit something.
To keep him well protected.
I'm
Chico, what do we do?
Coordinates received.
I think I'm going to have to switch one of the lasers off. Oh no, we can get away with 1 more blast with the 2
10-4.
as well then. Oh, did they both hit CT there? That looked good. Of course, that Trebuchet is already down 1 LRM-15 launcher. Didn't even bother shooting. He's just had enough, hasn't he? 18 internal hit points. I'm surprised he hasn't ejected, actually. Okay. Think about this carefully. We are running hot.
Good to go.
Is it worth getting into a punching match with a Wolverine who could potentially just punch me straight out of my cockpit? Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Gecko's going in for the pimp slap. Come on.
Position confirmed.
Don't die, Gecko. Left arm destroyed. Okay. Not much use. Okay, we totally got away with that. All good. Right. Trebuchet can actually afford to shoot still. Still running cool enough for one more alpha before I have to run in for a punch. So we'll go for it. Atomic Crusher. Rent some of that armor.
Let's get this done. Good to go. Up high.
Just firing the machine guns here. Ah, yeah, it worked out. I mean, we knew that pilot was on the verge of ejecting. He was pretty stressed out with the amount of damage he'd taken. And that little bit of extra DACA from the machine guns was enough to tip him over the edge. I thought that was worth the risk. And I got away with it. Going for a melee attack with Chico, because he's running hot. Good opportunity to lose some heat there. 50 damage punch from a Panther as well. Certainly nothing to be sniffed at. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Finally the Wolverine gets smart and jumps into the rear arc of Gecko. And whoa, 15 internals left on that left side. Again, there's no weaponry there, but the right side is now open as well. And we've got a crit SRM6. At least it wasn't destroyed.
Waiting for orders.
And not good news for Gecko. But he is cool enough to fire another volley now. We are on the last mech. Trebuchet too hot to shoot, so we're going to go for a melee attack. We'll go for the rear arc though, since it's available. Why not? And that's him. Fallen over. Nice.
Waiting for orders.
Shall we just go stomp him on the face? Let's do that.
Move order received. Engaging.
Or the leg if you prefer. Alright, he's stressed. And here we get to go again. We're too hot to go for another leap with the Phoenix Hawk. So we'll just run over. Might be able to get away with a couple of medium lasers now. I can get away with all three. Excellent. We'll go for everything then. Just going center torso, I think, because we only need one piece of salvage from this guy, from what I remember. So,
Critical hit.
not going to mess around. And he's ejected anyhow. Excellent. Good stuff.
Mission successful.
Hello, Wool. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And yeah, this is Battletech Extended Commander's Edition. It's by far the most stable mod available for Battletech. If you've not tried it out, I do strongly recommend. There's a link courtesy of my bot in chat if you want to check out the Nexus mod page for it. Has the whole inner sphere map changes in accordance with the lore of Battletech. So you move through the actual timeline. Including the clan invasion. Absolutely fantastic, really well put together, and I hope you enjoy giving it a shot. Right, we didn't lose any components. We came close to losing that SRM6, but got away with it. Did some pretty risky stuff there. Right, now then, where's that Wolverine part, please? Thank you very much. There we go. One completed Wolverine. Now, what do I do with my other choice? I mean, I really need medium lasers, but I imagine I'll get screamed at if I take a medium laser. I don't want or need anything else. I mean, if I took a piece of that Stinger, that's something to sell, but we're going to end up with those anyway. Might just take another piece of Wolverine. I'd rather have another one of those in the workings than a Trebuchet, so yeah, we'll take 2 pieces of Wolverine and see what we get. Commando. Oh, we got the Stinger part anyhow, so that's a complete Stinger. We've got a piece of Trebuchet and a medium laser as well. Good stuff. Yeah, we were running low on medium laser supplies. So definitely happy to pick up another. Chico was saying I should have taken the LRM-15. Yeah, it's probably a pretty valuable bit of kit, isn't it? And I don't imagine I've got a lot of them at this point of the game, but I don't use a lot of them either. So I definitely need the medium lasers more because I get through a lot of those sometimes. Casual Robot. Hey, how you doing, mate? Good to see you. He says medium lasers are the real kind of currency of the inner sphere. They kind of are to me, yeah. Early on in the game, and then like you always hit a point in the game where you suddenly realise you've got about 200 of them sitting in your storage, or at least I do. But early on, they're kind of rare, and you sort of want to put them on everything you get. So yeah, they're definitely valuable to me. Right, let's chuck that Stinger into storage. We don't want to be carrying mechs out and ready that we're paying for that we're not going to use. So speaking of which, it's time to retire one of the Panthers, I think. It's unlikely that I'm going to require this one, and it frees up 4 medium lasers just like that. So see you later, Panther. And we now have a Wolverine. Let's get our quick repairs done first, though. Okay. Let's see, what paint job do I want for this thing? That's not too bad. Maybe I'll go with number 4. Yeah, we'll go with number 4. Right, what am I going to stick in this thing? Sort the armour out first. I mean, it's probably going to end up being the same as my Shadowhawk, to be honest. Kind of what I feel to be an effective build in a 55 tonner of this sort. Oh, I've actually got 5 LRM-15s, so yeah, I could live without that extra one, I think. Got a little bit of a pile of them growing. 17 SRM-2s as well, but low on SRM-6s and SRM-4s. How am I doing for medium lasers? I'm up to 12 medium lasers now. Okay, getting healthier. Kind of been feeling like I was living on the edge recently. Like, oh, I just really don't want to lose any more medium lasers, but now I know my situation isn't quite as dire as it was previously for them. Relax a little bit. All right, let's chuck some ammo in, and then we definitely want to go with jump jets. I think we might just go with max jump jets here. All this done. We've got half a ton to spare. What am I going to use that on? Let's strip these arms down a little bit, and then we'll chuck a heat sink in. And that will do. Oh, yeah. Easy. Okay, yeah, I'm alright with this. So, the Wolverine's giving us... we just hover over here. You can see we've got the Command Battle Mech quirk. So, +1 initiative for the whole lance until fired upon. And we've got the improved communications, which means we can see through a single ECM ghost field. So, yeah, cramped cockpit's a little bit upsetting because it reduces the amount of resolve we get, and we're not really generating that much at this stage of the game. But I don't know, I think the pluses are outweighing that negative there. It'll be handy to have, I think. So we'll get that built. So now we can actually, for the first time in this campaign, take out an entire lance of medium mechs. We've got 55-ton Wolverine, 55-ton Shadowhawk, 50-ton Trebuchet, and a 45-ton Phoenix Hawk. So obviously the next mech on the agenda to replace will be the Phoenix Hawk. Such a shame though, because I always like how they look. I think they look like a pretty cool design, very stylish looking mech, but sadly you can't fit that many guns in it, and we need more firepower. So yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, really, for 10 tons lighter, you can get a fire starter, which is just better. Probably be better off taking the fire starter out rather than the Phoenix Hawk. Up till now, I've not had to make that choice because the fire starter's been in the Lance anyhow. But honestly, between the two, I'd take the fire starter out because I mean, look at the firepower difference. I mean, sure, I've only got a couple of medium lasers, but I've got 6 damn machine guns, and I can jump for miles and get in behind things. Granted, the Phoenix Hawk can jump for miles as well, also get in behind things, but firepower is not quite as high. So that's what tips it slightly in favour of the fire starter for me. But they both look cool. I'd certainly not against the look of either of those mechs. Pretty nice looking mechs. Trebuchet I could take or leave. Just a block with arms and legs, really, isn't it? Shadowhawk with that Umbra skin, as I said earlier, just looks like a heavy. These fists as well with the claws certainly looks like it deserves the extra melee damage you get out of it. You've got the quirk of battle fists giving you +2 melee hit chance. And then the other one, of course, is the life support. Yeah, pretty cool looking mech, isn't it? And then our brand new Wolverine. Wolverines are just ugly, but they do the job. For a 55-tonner, not so bad. Right, so what have we got for next time? We've got an abundance of missions here. We've only just arrived, haven't we? So that 3 Skull is a destroy base in an urban environment. This 3 Skull is a battle. Yeah, they're both pretty cool. I think like that. Obviously, the first mission I did was the lowest level one here, and it ended up being worth doing because we've now got all those Wolverine. All those mediums. We've got that Wolverine added. But I think next time I might. Oh, excuse me. I might start off with a 3 Skull. Just put our medium lance to the test because I'm pretty sure we're easily going to be able to handle that sort of stuff now. I think the highest payout mission in this location at the moment is actually this 2.5 Skull mission. So that's probably going to be the most challenging. So maybe we'll do that one. Blackout, it says. One of our bio-research stations has gone dark in the Severin system. We've not sure. I think that's supposed to be we're not sure why, but Rasselhagen affiliated groups have been asking about purchasing some specific supplies we also use in that system. Investigate and find out what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, so that looks like one of the special new missions that's in this mod. So, yeah, that's probably going to be the most challenging one. I think we'll start with that next session then. I think that's my mind made up, as long as I remember. Fighting the Lyran Commonwealth. Okay, well, it's time for me to shoot now. If I get the time, I want to do another little update video on the whole Necromunda game situation, because there has been a bit more information leaked since I did the last video now. I think that was like 4 weeks ago. They've still not set an exact release date, but they've put out a bit more information showing what the game involves. And I did read an article that was suggesting that the game is releasing in autumn, or for you Americans, fall of this year. Now, previously they said releasing in summer this year. So I don't know who's right or who's wrong on that one, but the article that I read is the most recent mention of a release date. So maybe they've had to push it back to the start of autumn or something. We'll have to see. But at least, you know, they put out on Steam a load more information on the game, and you can see some actual in-game still pictures now, rather than just the cutscene sequence, opening sequence that they showed us before, which is cool. Thank you very much for the follow. I think I think that's Korean, isn't it? I'm very sorry that I can't read Korean to pronounce your name, but thank you so much for the follow, and feel free to tell me how to say it, and I'll give it a go. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that game still. You know, summer is moving on. It's not going to be too long before we can get our hands on it. And I am still going to do the videos where I show off the Necromunda gangs that I've painted. So I will get around to that. Talking about Necromunda Underhive Wars, Joe. Necromunda Underhive Wars. So it's based off of a Games Workshop tabletop game. Although the PC game is basing it off the re-release of the game. So the original one I played in the 90s when I was a kid. It's not going to be the same as that, which makes me a little bit sad. But at least it's, you know, it's still on the same theme. So, and I've been waiting for, well, since the 90s for a PC game of that. So I'm really looking forward to giving it a try. I just hope they haven't screwed it up and made it rubbish. Some of the photos they've put out on Steam make the graphics look less than impressive, but then some of the other pictures make it look okay. So I don't know what they've done there, but we'll have to wait and see. There are going to be more dev blogs or whatever coming out over the coming weeks, so it looks like they've started the hype train rolling now for it. So I assume they'll be semi-regularly releasing more information on the game up until the release of it, and I'll try and keep you guys informed anyway. For those of you that are interested, that will just be, you know, I'll just bash out YouTube videos about that, so you won't see me on Twitch with it, but I'll go straight to YouTube. But anyway, it's time for me to go. I've got to go and see how William's getting on, my little man. Hopefully you guys will join me again at the same time next week. That is 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Happy 4th of July, or as I like to call it, Happy Traitors Day to you guys in America. I'm only kidding. Yeah, I hope you have a good one. I hope it's a fun time and nice and peaceful for you. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. It really helps me out, helps spread the video around YouTube and have it pop up in other people's feeds. Leave a comment if you've got something to say. I do try to reply to all the comments that are needing a reply. I like to have a conversation with you guys there as well. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more stuff like this. I'll see you all next week. Take care. And I'll see you then.